Month. It is also Tourism Month. And what's better than be a tourist in our own country? We are joined by Baba Kgaugani-Diwe from the Gauteng Tourism Authority to talk more about tourism. Baba, thanks so much for your time. Do you think, you had campaigns like Short Lift in encouraging the domestic market to explore the picturesque and beautiful areas of South Africa. Do we still rely on the domestic market, or do we go more for the international folk?
The backbone, thanks Cindy for having us. The backbone for any successful and inspirational tourism destination is domestic market. You can imagine if we were to encourage all the plus 55 million residents of this country to be tourists in their own backyard, will definitely be the #1 sector in the country. So the campaigns around the Short Lift are really bearing fruits, because we are seeing more and more South Africans traveling, taking day trips, taking short breaks, going to explore their country. And what a better way to know your country, especially on Heritage Month, where everything heritage is about knowing yourself, knowing your country, and articulate what it stands for.
Yeah, I know. This might have evolved in that we don't necessarily have a culture of going on holiday. The idea of going on holiday is going to some village, go,
yes,
or Elalini and so forth. Do we find that there is more inclination to go into spaces that you haven't been before?
No, it's true. You have been shoved into the mother's car and be dropped at the Gogos for the whole school holidays. While the other races in our country will explore, go out, they have school holidays, they
go camping.
They go camping, they have all these breaks that they do. But also when they are paying their fees at school, the exploring to attractions is part of what you pay for. So it becomes compulsory that they go to places like the Cradle of Humankind, Fort Trekker Monument, Constitutional Hill, because it's embedded in their curriculum and their program. So we really need that to change, and we're starting to see signs of that growing up. Huge buses are going to, with schools going out, but that culture really needs to improve. But we're seeing signs of improvement. We're seeing people not necessarily, the modern day tourists indeed don't necessarily now go and look for the big things like the beach, like the Big Five, like mountains. Modern day tourists now wants to live amongst the locals. They want to go to Soweto, go to the shack, drink mkomboti, eat what the locals eat, drink what the locals drink, walk with them, and have a more intimate relation. And that's what the city region of Gauteng offers you. The neighborhoods of Maboneng, Parktown, and the like, Braamfontein, Main Lane in Brooklyn, and all that, offers you that intimate but authentic experiences that modern day tourists want.
All right, so what is the theme, and what are your objectives rather for Tourism Month this year?
We're rounding up the month with the theme universal accessibility, promoting tourism for all. So the hashtag has been hashtag tourism for all, where we are encouraging even small products to open up, but also issues of universal accessibility, whether they are lifts, whether they are wheelchair stairs in the B&Bs, whether they are bathrooms that are catering for disabled people, but also issues of price. Because while to an certain extent, it's a perception that tourism or going out to explore is expensive, but there are other places that are inaccessible because of the price. So we are highlighting the importance of this product, lowering the price, making sure that everybody comes in. So that has been our focus. But we have also been in Gauteng encouraging our locals to go and visit our heritage sites. We have undertook a program where we are promoting our heritage and museums as alternative venues for our lifestyle program. So we host a cooking session at Freedom Park. We host a comedy session at Constitutional Hill. We host a cycling that goes through to Maroping. Now tomorrow we are having the Lilizela Tourism Award at Gold Reef City to honor and recognize those products that are doing very well. Over the weekend is a big cricket and the rugby match with the Aussies in town. And those events are part of what we use to increase visitation, because if they are going to the match, they will come 2 days before the match. They stay over, enjoy our breathtaking sporting facilities, and stay over and play golf on a Monday, and they will leave on a Wednesday. So that's how we link an event, a big event like the rugby match and the cricket match, with our drive to increase visitation. So overall this month, we have been indebted with people who visit our sites. Some of them went for comedy at the Cornhill. They were saying, wow, I didn't know that this place is so wonderful. And through comedy, we're able to bring in new entrants into this place. Because you know when you go to Apartheid Museum, Cindy, the place is so solemn. It's like we are going into our sacred place. When you get out there, you are so depressed because of what you have seen there and the pains that we went through in struggling in this country. But you need a coffee shop nyana there, or you need a wine tasting at an Apartheid Museum to go in well in diluting or also creating an alternative experience.
Just drown your sorrows.
Exactly. But this is the new campaign that we are rolling out. So our promotion of #GP Lifestyle includes turning our museums, our heritage sites into alternative venues where you can experience lifestyle. You can go on a cooking session, you can go on a comedy session, you can go do a jazz, you can go and do other musical activities.
Baba, just the access to business opportunities, especially with the informal sector. We know that back in the day with the stadia, before they became so fancy,
yes,
you know, you'd have your mamas cooking, etc. Others batting sai, what they used to call it a cell phone.
Yes.
You know, those kind of things. So how are those people empowered?
They are really an integral part of our tourism experience, especially in Gauteng with our focus on township tourism. Township tourism is not a second-hand or the second tier of our tourism experience. It's an integral part. It's actually what is unique about this destination of Gauteng. So when you go on to Davidton, when you get into the taxis of Magundwani, we are working with them to turn
Amaphela in Davidton.
We are working with them to turn those Amaphelas into tour operating vehicles where you can take a tour of Davidton. Youngsters are now making bicycle rides and bicycle experience, both for social and physical and lifestyle activities, but they are coming into business now. So we are now in Gauteng and in the country generally selling tourism beyond the traditional means. We grew up being socialized to believe a tourist is somebody with the binoculars, with the short pen
Chinese,
and the khaki pants and the big hairs. But when you explore, when you cycle in the neighborhoods of Braamfontein, you stand a better chance to see the city. Just this past weekend, there were 25,000 people who were running in the F&B marathon in the city. What a best way of exploring your city through a physical activity. So all these modern creative ways are also serving as business opportunities, especially for our youngsters, especially for Abo Mama. We had them at the Constitutional Hill selling Abo Mkhodu, celebrating part of our heritage, incorporating it into the museum. So opportunities are endless, hence our call for access for all, for universal accessibility, because if you do that, tourism will certainly grow our economy and contribute to job creation.
Contact number very quickly?
We are at gauteng.net, www.gauteng.net. You can also follow us on Twitter at Visit Gauteng. We are also on Instagram at Visit Gauteng. We are on Flickr. We are on Facebook at I Love Gauteng. But you can also download our mobile Gauteng Travel Guide app. It's Gauteng Travel Guide app. It's available on Google Play and on iStores. So you have no reason not to go out because we'll have the guide in your pocket that guides you where to go.
Baba, you certainly deserve a bells, and you've got all of us planning, at least in advance, our holiday. Thanks indeed. And that is encouraging Gauteng lifestyle and for us to explore this beautiful province of ours during Tourism Month as it fades. So that's Gauteng lifestyle, and you can go to their website. We're speaking to Baba Gaohane Diwe. Gaohane Diwe.
Yes.
Correct.
It means whatever I say goes.
And whatever you say goes. Okay, I got fun isn't just Mnandi's pen. But thanks nonetheless. He's the Gauteng Tourism spokesperson.